I can tell that the world in Malazan is very complex. Like there's a lot of different facets of the world and how the magic system works, but it's one of those books that doesn't explain everything up front. So I'm like, okay, like the characters talk as if you know if like the dialogue between the characters, there's not a lot of exposition. As far as I've been reading, there's almost no exposition about the world itself.
Oh wow.
So I seem I'm a kind of a little bit lost as far as what's going on as in that makes the world unique and special because they'll talk about their magic systems. They don't really get in depth about their magic systems. Like they talk about, oh, there's these warrens, and I'm like, what are these realms that they're talking about? And then there's you can tell there's like a lot of lore in the world, but maybe it's just because it's book one and they're just kind of not explaining a whole lot about it. But I'm hoping to he gets more descriptive about the world. It seems like he's coming from something like Wheel of Time. I feel that there's a little bit of a lack of the world description. I think after this, I read through this, I'm going to have to check out. I think Daniel Green reviewed it, but I have to see what people's takes are on this first book. Hopefully, I can find something spoiler free because I don't want to spoil the series.
Oh yeah, good idea. Do you know if the Legendarium guys have done anything on it?
They have not. They have not tackled this book series yet. I could probably find some podcasts that's talked about it, but I'm only reading this on the recommendation of Green saying, "Oh, the world is pretty vast and complex." I'm actually seeing that is the case. It's just not as well explained as Jordan does with his world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more confusing that way, you said?
I would say it could be a combination of me reading the book an hour before I fall asleep, and because that's when I read it before I go to bed. And I make a bad habit of trying to continue to read while I'm nodding off. So I'll like finish a chapter and not know what I read, and then I have to actually reread it the next night to find out what actually happened.
Yeah, I do that too. Yeah.
So a lot of the times I do spend a lot of time rereading. I don't know what it is about me reading before I go to bed, but I have this. I feel like I have to resist sleep until I finish a chapter, even though it's not really helping me anyway, because I'm not gonna even know what I read.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
I was like, I just need to put this down because I know I just read a chapter, but I have no fucking idea what happened.
Yeah.
Because I was just like nodding off, and then I end up reading like the same paragraph like 5 times in a row because I nodded off halfway into the paragraph. So yeah, that's kind of my battle with Malazan right now. I'm thinking it's going to be good. I just need to focus more on not trying to read it while I'm half asleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always get more reading done and read more quickly when I read earlier in the day than I do when I read before I go to bed.
Yeah, but I gotta use that time though, so that's why I just try to do it. Sometimes, like, I didn't have that problem as much with King Killer. Like, King Killer was giving me the opposite problem, where it was keeping me awake too long. So it'd be like 3 in the morning. I was like, I want to read another chapter, but I should have been asleep like an hour and a half ago. But I still could keep going because that's how kind of a page turner it is and how well written it is.
That's always good.
Yeah, I'm expecting Malazan to be good. It's super complex right now, and I don't have a good grasp of what's actually I don't have a good grasp of what's going on in the book politically. I know there's a lot of political shenanigans going on. don't have a good grasp of it right now.
Okay.
But
Well,
I do
hopefully.
know a lot of the perspective is from like people in an army, and the army employs mages, and these mages have different talents and um, different motivations, and some of them backstab each other, and some of them have cheated death in various ways. So I just got to get into it a little more. I'm only like 100 pages into the book, and it's a 500-page book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it gets a lot more easy to understand. Maybe they illuminate some of the stuff that you're confused about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be. Just 100 pages in, it just seems like they're cramming a lot of characters and like complicated political intrigues at you. It feels like you're reading something, there's something going on, but he's not quite giving you enough information to know, to like grasp the implications of what's going on.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. I was like, I know this is supposed to be good. I know I don't understand. I feel that I will understand eventually.
Okay.
But that's that, man.